A 25-year-old deaf man who has autism is recovering after he was shot by LA County Sheriff's deputies. It happened after his mother called 911. CBS 2's Rachel Kim reports protesters are demanding answers.
We're going to fight for this community. And we're going to fight for what? Justicia para Isaias!
There were calls for justice outside the Hall of Justice in downtown LA today. The family of 25-year-old Isaias Cervantes wants to be heard by the LA County Sheriff's Department after Cervantes, who has special needs, was shot and critically injured by deputies.
We are hurt. We are angry. My brother's not a criminal. We are not criminals. We were treated like criminals in our own house.
Attorneys say on March 31st, the Cervantes family called for help to calm down Isaias. He's deaf, has autism, and has intellectual disabilities. Attorney Austin Dove says Isaias was unarmed, and within 3 minutes after arriving at the home in Cudahy, 2 deputies body slammed him face forward on the ground and choked him.
With all that, they're claiming that Isaias was trying to disarm them. You have to be a whole different kind of anatomy to do that. It's physically impossible. And so within these seconds, he's shot in the back from point blank range. They were told that he was autistic, told that he's deaf, told that he was unable to respond to cues like everyone else.
In response to the protest, the LA County Sheriff's Department sent us a statement that reads in part, "All use of force incidents which result in injury are unfortunate. The incident involving Mr. Cervantes was captured on video by body-worn cameras, which we will release publicly as soon as possible." The Cervantes family and disability advocates want the deputies to be held accountable for the shooting. They're also demanding reform to ensure no other persons with a disability ends up in a violent confrontation with law enforcement.
So what we are hoping is that there are systemic changes, that instead of people having to call 911 when they're in distress, that they are able to get community sources and resources out there to be able to come and support families when they're in crisis.
He was a young adult with the mind of a 6-year-old, very kind and loving. And now we are his voice and his feet, and we are going to fight and speak for him.
The Sheriff's Department says this case will ultimately be reviewed by the District Attorney's Office, and they will decide if this shooting was justified. Reporting from downtown LA, Rachel Kim, CBS 2 News.